I've never done this before. Don't know if I'll ever do it again. But welcome to Feed 'em Cheap. First time. This is the very first episode of Feed 'em Cheap. This is going to be video showing how to feed a big family with lots of growing children and to do it cheap. Here we go. Today's meal is just good old spaghetti, Caesar salad, and garlic bread. And basically all the ingredients we needed cost less than 20 bucks. It's gonna feed 7 people. And yeah, right now we got about a half a pound of ground beef going. We're gonna add some red onion because I prefer it and I'm the boss. The goal of Feed 'em Cheap is to show dads how easy it is to get in the kitchen and to make awesome meals for your family. My wife was at work today and so I had the kids and this is how we roll. This is gonna be delicious and easy to do. So we've got ground beef, chopped up the portion of the video. It's just, I'll do this once in a while, but here's our chopped onion. It's about a half of a medium onion and our ground beef, bam, just like that. Cooking there. Depending on what kind of ground beef you got, if it's lean or extra lean, you may not even need to drain it. I like to let it cook long enough that it doesn't even need to be drained, but if there's going to be a lot of liquid like that in there, you're going to need to drain this. We're just going to let that cook for a bit, and we're going to get started on the garlic. First thing about making garlic bread is we're going to make our own garlic butter, which is just as easy as it sounds. We're going to make some butter, some garlic. Everybody should have this in their house. It's already minced garlic. Awesome. And thanks, Gracie. Gracie's my assistant today. You also need an assistant. I have lots if you want to borrow one. And Italian seasoning. These are about $1.25 for a nice, what's going to be a big skinny loaf of garlic. I think it's kind of sporadically in stages. It would drive my brother crazy. Gracie, pepper. Got my pepper? Cheese. Okay, so just for your sauce, and yes, again, this is just for the lay person. My brother will give me a hard time probably about what knife I'm using. But just kind of whatever size you want. If you want to get these in and have your kids not know what's in there, you can cut it smaller. My kids are kind of used to the veggies now, so it doesn't matter. It is by sheer laziness, only because we're making this video, that I am using this knife, but whatever. If it's sharp, it'll get the job done. Watch those fingers. Keep them in like this, fellas. You don't want to have your wife come home and have to take you to the hospital. Today we're doing some mushrooms too. Okay, so we did not need to drain that. Look at that. Nice and good. I actually just added a little bit of water to free up the rest of the stuff. We've got mushrooms now, and we've got mushrooms, red onion, peppers, and they're all going in there. Nice. And there, again, this is for easy. It's going in our sauce. We got Italian seasoning, salt. We have garlic powder. We're also going to grab some pepper, but we don't really need the garlic powder because we're going to do this. This is only for pros. You're going to say, that was a lot of garlic. I know. Garlic is good for you. So there. And it tastes really good too. There we go. So this, we could give you measurements, but it's really kind of to taste, and you're gonna have to figure that out. And it's mostly to cover, like you can't just put this stuff on pasta, that's disgusting. It may as well be tomato paste. This is a base sauce. If you're putting this on your spaghetti or whatever kind of pasta and you're feeding it to your family, stop it now. We're greatly improving. We're focusing on 2 things. We're focusing on A, feeding them cheap, and 2, doing it easy. So we've got our gross sauce is now in with our extra magic ingredients, and that's going to make everything better. And okay, so let me just walk through pricing so far. So a couple of cans of sauce, let's say $2.50. The veggies that are in here, you can easily either have in your house already, but let's just call it $2 for fun. That's way higher than it needs to be. So $4.50 spaghetti. We're cooking about $1 of spaghetti. $5.50. We're gonna do all the bread because it's splurge day. So now we're up to $8. Call it for your garlic butter, you're gonna call it $1 or so. $9. Oh, and we're doing Caesar salad. Time, we would cook bacon, yada yada. I was in a huge hurry, so we just grabbed that. Romaine, where's the... I sent Katie to find it in the store, the Parmesan cheese, and she couldn't find it, and she came back, she's like, Dad, I can't find it anywhere. And then I walked over and put it in her hands, and she says, that's called stinky cheese. So anyway, we've got our croutons, bacon, our stinky cheese is somewhere, that, and then very important is Renee's Caesar dressing. Okay, so Gracie's gonna fill the pot with water. It's a big job. I'm going to put it on the oven to bake for our garlic bread. Whoa, stir that sauce. Gonna go about 400. Get her started. We'll do that about 6 minutes, 400. Then we'll broil it a little bit, get her nice and crispy. And then cheese is optional, whatever. You wanna splurge and do cheese, go nuts. I actually prefer it with this meal without. So our sauce is gonna get turned down now, and it's just gonna sit and allow all the flavors to do the dance of flavor dancing all together. It's very important for your flavors to intermingle and dance and get to know each other in the pot. So she loves her dad. You lid that, buddy, and now we're going over to make the garlic butter. I just let my butter get soft. Here, not me, the butter. So we got it soft enough so we can get it all whipped up. Again, I've done this a lot, so I kind of know what I'm looking for.
Looks like
that's minced garlic, in case you're wondering. I do, and this is optional. I like the Italian seasoning because it gives it a little oomph. But then there is also, just for color, just for niceness, some parsley flakes. There's not too much taste to the parsley. It doesn't do. And again, yes, obviously fresh herbs are always nicer and better. And if you have time, do it. I do it when I have time and when I have it available. When I don't, this is just as good. Look at that. See what we're looking for? Bam. So this costs about $1 to make. Those are $1 each. So depending on how much you're making, it's really cheap to make it, and it's better than the stuff that's already made. All right, shut her down. So this is how simple this is. Just Katie's here, just nailing it. Nailing it. Go Katie. Nice and easy. Spreading. So there's one. I got extra garlic butter, put in the fridge. There's a lot of other things you can use that for. And again, we're making, put it there, we're feeding 7 people. So there's a lot. You don't have to do this many. And again, that's even cheaper. So you're making garlic bread for $1.50 basically. All right, Katie's gonna shred a bit of cheese because she wants some cheese on hers. So we'll do a little bit with cheese, a little bit without. Again, there's different schools of thought. I would tell people, I'll tell the kids, you don't cut lettuce, you rip it, but it's faster to cut it. And if you're gonna eat it right away, go ahead and cut it. So we're gonna cut it, throw in our croutons, throw in our Renee's, throw in our bacon, bam, Caesar salad, sprinkle it with Parmesan cheese. You're done! So that is only about half the lettuce from what we had cut. And this is the expensive part of Caesar salad always, this is the bacon. It's gonna cost you a few bucks, but it's totally worth it. Doing Caesar salad without bacon is really no point. I don't know how much stock I put in this being bacon, but for today, it beats the hard bacon bits, and it'll be okay, because it could be all about Renee's dressing anyway. So guys, make sure your wives don't see this part. This, if you cook your spaghetti and then take it out, drain it, and then throw it in a pan with that, and then put sauce on it, it probably would not be classified as health food, but you're already eating pasta. It's not good for you. So just, you know, that will just amp it up. But I don't know if we'll do that today. I'm being watched. Spaghetti is in. I pray you all have one of these and that you know that this is what it's for. I have known people that did not have one and did not know what it was for. Such a tragedy. cook spaghetti cook. All right, product bread's going in the oven. Everything is basically done. These guys were in there about 6 minutes, then threw them under the broiler for a couple minutes. Looked delicious. This I always turn off a little early and just let it sit because spaghetti will just continue cooking. And the sauce, you can just get her all churned up there. Spaghetti is al dente. It is time to mix up our Caesar. Here it goes. 2 nice big globs. Moving that around. Try not to lose too much of it. Here we go. Ready to go.
Let's eat.